Hello, my name is Sher, and I'm currently a supervisor at Tina's Mexican Restaurant, where we strive to give you the best Mexican food that you can get on this side of the border. Our goal today is to communicate our new hours to our staff, customers, and the general public. And to do this, we have a 3-step plan. The first step is to use an intranet in order to communicate with the current staff and other investors about what we plan to do. This will allow us to get a head start on staff retention, staff hours, and etc. because this will allow us to communicate with the staff privately, efficiently, and effectively. By using an intranet, we will utilize an effective internal communication that will allow us to tell our staff what our plan is and give them a head start on the knowledge before the general public knows. After we give our staff the communication via the intranet, we are going to utilize a social media post in order to tell the general public and current customers about what our new plan is. Now, you might be saying, a normal social media post is common. Everyone does that. It's basic. But that's not true, because we are going to unveil our new social media post alongside a new buy one get one free special that is specifically utilized only for the breakfast sampler. In what did I mention breakfast sampler? The breakfast sampler is going to be a new product that we are going to spell from the times of 7 a.m. to 11 a.m., the time where we've extended our hours. A sample social media post may look something like this, where we have our brand logo at the top, we have our buy one get one free offer, we tell them the new hours that we're open, and we ask them if they have questions so they can contact us through verbal communication. As for the different types of verbal communication and written communication we're going to utilize, the social media post utilizes both. By utilizing the wording that we have here in an assertive manner and a communication style that will allow us to be assertive with our customers and tell them what we're planning to do, while also opening the path to communications and feedback. We're going to use written communication in order to explicitly tell our customers what we're changing. We're changing the hours of our business so that it's not from 11 a.m. to 11 p.m., but rather 7 a.m. to 11 a.m., so the morning people can get their breakfast and go on to work and about their day. Now, by utilizing this new method of written communication through our social media post, we will also need to open the doors through verbal communication. Customers that have further questions, such as will the hours at the end stay the same, or if we will still be 7 days a week, can then refer to our telephone number listed on the bottom, so we can verbally communicate with said customers. It's important to note that when we are utilizing this written communication and verbal communication, there are some things that we have to be wary of. First, through verbal communication, we have to make sure we're listening to the customers. As we say in business, the customer is always right, especially in a hospitality and tourism business in which customer retention is critical. By using this, we have to speak with confidence, we have to have good listening form, and we have to vary our tone and speaking points in order to tell the customer that we're truly listening. By being active listeners and speaking with the customers after they have an issue or query, we can then make our business better by speaking with the customer and incorporating their advice and feedback to our company. Now, the next step is written communication, as we mentioned before. Written communication differs from verbal communication. The main difference is that through written communication, we have to be very careful with what we say. Through verbal communication, as we are somewhat doing right here virtually, you can see my facial expressions, you can see my mannerisms, you can see my tone. However, with written communication, such as what we're going to instill with this social media post that we have planned, we have to be explicit and we have to have proper language, no slang, and use proper grammar. If we do not utilize these things, we'll come across as an improper, foolish business, which is something we don't want to do, as that will distract other customers from coming to our business. We want to make sure that we effectively communicate with our customers and tell them what our plan is, and also clearly tell them, because if we leave any chance for miscommunication, it could be detrimental for our business. Because of this, we have to keep in mind that we're not going to be face-to-face with our customers with the social media post, and we have to use critical wording. Here, we have the fine print up here where it says buy one, get one free explicitly. There can be no argument about that. And further questions can be given to can be called and given to us through phone number. As for how we're going to communicate with our staff, as I mentioned previously, we're going to utilize an intranet. An intranet is perfect for this because it allows us to communicate with our staff in a private, protected manner, and we will also implement a password so that no one else can get into our company information and through our company information and spread that said information to the staff and other people that need it. We need to make sure that it's private and it's secure. And that's what this password is going to do through the intranet, because we need to give the staff the heads up that we're going to change their hours of the whole business, which will affect them greatly. But we need to make sure that we tell them the benefits. Increased hours will allow them to have more flexibility, more shifts, more hour, and subsequently, what the staff loves, more money. And more money is the basis for what these staff will hire upon. Some staff may want to decrease their hours and decrease their hours but have more shifts, and that's totally okay because we now have the option with the 4 additional hours per week to spread out shifts and give greater flexibility to our staff. This will greatly improve their morale and also their ability to function in our company. As for customers love breakfast. As we saw from our customer feedback we gave out, that's the whole reason why we're extending our hours by 4 in order to give them the breakfast they so truly deserve. By giving them this opportunity to get the breakfast at 7 a.m. to 11 a.m., we provide a whole different market set for customers that we would not have seen before from 11 a.m. to 11 p.m. We may see people that are in the workforce, people that are going to school, elderly people, a whole subset of people we've never experienced before. And with that comes increased profits and increased morale for our company. Tina's Mexican Restaurant has long been seen as a dinner-based restaurant, a dinner and lunch where you provide the same meals day in, day out. However, now we have the opportunity to expand our business to breakfast. And from there, the possibilities are endless. We can expand beyond our current system of just a lunch, dinner-based process to breakfast, lunch, and dinner, delivery, and carryout. We can extend this expansion of our business furthermore, and that'll be very helpful as it'll allow us to compete with other existing companies, and from there expand our market effectiveness. As we have to preface the staff that we're going to increase their hours, the internet will be very useful as it will allow us to communicate effectively. And by telling the public with our social media posts, we'll make it clear, as well as gather new audience members from the general public. Currently, we have staff, we have current customers, and we have the general public. And we need to find a way to get all 3 of them to hear our new goal. And that's exactly what we're doing with our current 3-step plan of internet, social media, and the special Tina's Breakfast Sampler. This new idea of a Tina's Breakfast Sampler will allow them to sample all the parts of our breakfast and get one free when they come within the first week from 7 a.m. to 11 a.m. This will increase the amount of people that come to our Mexican restaurant and will increase the people that are going to see what we are selling them. It'll increase the amount of customers that come back to us day in and day out, the dailies as we like to call them in the business. As for communication styles, we need to make sure that we are always taking care of the customer. It's critical in a hospitality and tourism based business to make sure that the customer is always satisfied. We need to make sure that through our social media posts and verbal written communication that we tell them explicitly how much we care about them. And if we do all 3 steps of this plan, there's no reason why we cannot have a smooth transition from our current drowsy, terrible 11 a.m. to 11 p.m. setup to a morning energizing 7 a.m. to 11 p.m. setup in which we can get breakfast, lunch, and dinner and expand beyond there. By utilizing social media posts, by utilizing an intranet, and by utilizing various other communication methods and styles, we can tell all the people of the benefits of Tina's Mexican Restaurants. While there are competition from other restaurants in the competing area, by expanding our business and going above and beyond what customers want and give them what they deserve, we are going to expand our market region beyond what we have currently. And that is exactly what we need to take over the Mexican restaurant field in our current area. As for the communication styles, we got to make sure that we're not passive nor aggressive. Customers like a very simple, easygoing, good listening based approach to communicating. And that's exactly what we have to do in a hospitality and tourism business. We cannot be too passive and let them walk over us and let them dictate what we do. But we also have to make sure we don't scare off customers by using an assertive tone that puts them off and makes them not want to come back. We want to incentivize customers to repeatedly come to our breakfast and diner, Tina's Mexican Restaurant, as we call it. And we want to make sure they come every single day, 7 days a week, whenever they can, because we have the best food, the best service, and the best quality. By using an assertive communication style, we can communicate with our customer, staff, and general public what our wishes are and how we're going to expand. Because of all these reasons, I see there's no reason why we cannot expand our business beyond what it is and have a seamless transition. If you have any questions, I'm sorry that we have to meet virtually today. I apologize, it's my apologies. But if you have any questions at all, this is my business card. That's my actual phone number, 317. And that's my restaurant I work at with my role supervisor. Any questions at all, make sure to contact me and I will be sure to get back to you as quickly as possible. Thank you very much for this opportunity to give you my ideas as to how we can make this a smooth transition between the hour change. And I'll look forward to doing business with you in the future. Bye.